Today we are headed from Stolac to the town of Trebinje. We just left Stolac. Now we're driving through these weird stone hills.
This is like Mordor type stuff.
Yeah. All rock. Very strange.
So definitely fire
Trebinje is located in the far southwest corner of Bosnia and Herzegovina. If you didn't know, Bosnia is in two parts, and it isn't Bosnia and Herzegovina. It is the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina and then Republika SRPSKA. SRPSKA is the part of the country that was given in the war to the Bosnians who identify as ethnically Serbian. None of this really matters in theory, but you can feel the difference with how the locals are. The people in the Federation are warmer, more open-hearted people, and the people in SRPSKA need to be won over. They are more typically Balkan in that way. If you've ever been to Bulgaria, it's a lesser version of that. I'm sure a lot of this is just our experience because people naturally assume that we're American, like they do all over the world, not just here. And the US isn't super popular here because of how involved they were with negotiating the peace treaty in the 90s.
I'm assuming the big one was just a teacher, right?
Trebinje is inside Republika SRPSKA, but this region is also the Herzegovina part of Bosnia. Don't ask me what else is Herzegovina. I've looked it up before. I cannot find a map or a list or anything. Any map you find online is just going to show the entire federation as Herzegovina, and I know for sure that's wrong. I know vaguely it is at least in part some of the area that borders Croatia near the coast. We did come across this map at the castle in Stolac, and it shows the traditional Herzegland, but it doesn't include Trebinje, so I'm not sure about that. Trying to return our rental car, and it has led us to this residential area, and we don't know where it is because he brought the car to us before. So we're just out here with some chickens. We have dropped off our car. Now we're gonna walk.
A drift?
I have not.
Daddy has. Well, what did it feel like?
Sean, this is an ancient bridge.
Oh,
Very pretty.
ancient?
Yes.
Like how old?
I don't know, there's probably going to be a sign.
Mom, let's go take a look.
Arslanagic. 15th century, so that's 500 years ago.
I want to go to the bridge.
The Arslanagic Bridge was built in the 1500s and was part of the main route from Dubrovnik in modern-day Croatia to Herceg-Novi in modern-day Montenegro. The Arslanagic family had special permission from the Sultan to charge a toll for this bridge, and the family ran the bridge for centuries. The bridge was originally located in the village of Arslanagic, But when a dam was constructed in the 60s, the bridge was dismantled brick by brick, sat around in a field for several years, and then reassembled in its current location around 10 kilometers away. This is widely regarded as the best and most beautiful Ottoman bridge in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and during the war it was renamed from Arslanagic to Perovic Bridge, supposedly in hopes that it would stop the Serbians from destroying it over its Muslim Bosniak name. The water is very clean. Like, even though it's high.
Yeah, it's like it's not muddy. It looks definitely fresh.
Yeah, for sure. It's really cold too.
Maybe I can sort it.
No, don't sort it.
Oh, that will work.
Ready?
Oh, wow. I'm not sure how much of that is going to be usable, but thank you. Look, Sharon. It's a catwalk. This is one of the most extensive walking paths that we've come across. The walking path that starts at this bridge will actually take you all the way to the old town and to the other end of the city. I think this is one of my favorite parts about Bosnia and Herzegovina is all the green. Like, I don't think we've ever been anywhere as viney and green as this. It's very pretty. It is, it's really pretty.
I bet most of them don't even have that.
What do you mean?
Like a white card.
Most tourists or most?
No, most places.
Register you at the police station and then they get a white card from them. So I wasn't actually filming on purpose for that conversation, but it's actually good to know. Apparently in Bosnia, you're responsible as a tourist to make sure that you get registered at a police station. Registering your visit isn't unusual at all in Europe. A lot of places take a copy of your passport and register you with the local authorities. It was really hit or miss whether people asked for identification at all. We're 90% sure we were never registered. We found out at the end of our 3-month trip, so like right now, that technically the tourist is responsible for making sure they are registered, and you're supposed to hand over this documentation when you leave. Didn't know anything about this. It was never mentioned anywhere by anybody, and I just happened to see it on Facebook and verified that yes, it is actually true. In the end, we had no issues leaving, and we're not asked for anything, so they don't necessarily enforce. Even a lot of locals seem to be totally unaware. And it's something that you probably should do because I'm told that they can ask about it, and the fine can be anywhere from 50 to 750 euros, and you could get a 5-year ban. So you almost have to be seeking out the information to even be aware, but pleading ignorance may not get you off the hook regardless of how prohibitive the system is. This is bigger than I realized, this park. Does it connect up to where we went before? By the car wash? So this is a little park here in Trebinje, and they've diverted the river to make this big outdoor swimming pool. But it's kind of cool today, so there's no one swimming.
Why is there so many flies buzzing around me? Can you see it, Mom?
Yep, you can see it falling. It is pretty deep.
Yeah. I'm probably drowned.
So we'll raise again. What does that mean?
I don't know. Look at that really old house up there.
I know.
It looks very Dalmatian. Trebinje is one of the only towns in Bosnia and Herzegovina that is in the same style as what you would expect from Croatia. This style is actually Venetian. Dubrovnik, Split, and many other towns in Croatia, Corfu town in Greece, and of course Venice are great examples of this architecture. So color me surprised that Trebinje wasn't actually built by the Venetians at all. The old town and walls were built by the Ottomans and simply influenced by the region. So they're in a totally different style from what is typically Ottoman. First impressions of Trebinje, of course, the town is gorgeous. It is such a beautiful city and it is very well kept. On the flip side, or maybe the same side, it has a very different feel to the rest of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and that is just true of Republika SRPSKA in general. As I mentioned earlier, It just feels culturally very different from the Federation. It is also one of the most touristy places in the country. They get a lot of summer tourists day tripping from Croatia and Montenegro, so I imagine some of the reserved nature of the people here just comes with tourist territory. For the same reason, the restaurants here are also noticeably more expensive than they are throughout the rest of the country. Please subscribe, like this video, and give us a little emoji in the comments below, and watch something else.
Good thing I practiced climbing at the park.